Ta-da! Well, here we are. So this is interesting. This is the third one today that's been late. And I don't know what's going on. I think it might be something with my system, but I'm not sure. But at any rate, the topic for today is, are you college ready? And my guest for today, her name is Shelly Howard. She's probably having some internet challenges or something of that effect. Or maybe it's a time zone thing because I think she's out in California. But we're here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And what I'm going to do is the show must go on. So what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about what I know about. She's an author, and she's got a website, College Ready, and I'm going to show you the website. Let me give a little. In fact, what I'm going to do. Hang on a second. Stand by. I'm going to do one of these things for her. Create a little banner. Put that in there. Looks like she's making a call right now. And do that. College. Ready? One second. And here you go. There it is. That's her website right there, collegereadyplan.com. So that's the way it works. And I'm going to give you a little tour of her website. If you'll stand by here a second, I'll share my screen and we'll jump up to her website and I'll give you a little virtual tour of her website so you can connect with her via that. But I don't know the inner workings of it because I'm not her. She knows that stuff. So here we are. Share the screen. Hopefully you can see the screen now. And yes, you can. There it is. College Ready. That's her right there, Shelly Howard. Dun, dun, dun. And this website is what they do as far as their services is they help students find colleges and make a match with their colleges. So under services, there's academic plans, CR tutoring, and CR stands for College Ready, and then online courses. So she's got some courses that she can help you through. She's also got this book. And the book, come on, where's the book? There's the book. The book is how to send your student to college without losing your mind or your money. And let me play this little video here. She can explain. This is the best we can do here today. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Shelly Howard, and I am the best-selling author of How to Send Your Student to College Without Losing Your Mind or Your Money. You may ask yourself, where did I come up with that title? I'd like to share with you what made this book happen. It actually started back when I dropped off my son at Harvard. It was such an amazing time. He was the first to go to college. And I remember buying all this stuff for his dorm room, and we were so excited. We had flown there, packed up the car, unloaded the car, and it was time to say goodbye. And my son looked at me and he says, "Mom, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm great." He goes, "Why aren't you crying like all the other parents?" And I said, "Because you're at Harvard." I go, "I'd be crying if you were at home on my couch." And he said, "Mom, you really need to help people understand the importance of what this is doing for me. And the only way to do that is to write a book, because what you did for me, I want you to do for so many others." So with that in mind, this book was born. And it took me 4 years to actually make it happen. The fun story starts at my son's Harvard graduation. I'll never forget what it felt like watching him cross the stage and receive his diploma. But the best part is when he hands it over to me and he says, "Mom, we did this together. I'm so excited. Where's the book?" The reality is the book hadn't happened yet. So I made it a point over the next few months, I stopped everything and wrote full time. It was actually published on my birthday in April of last year, and it became a bestseller in 24 hours. You may want to know what's inside the book. So this book is meant for a busy working parent or a student who's trying to do this on their own. It's a very quick read, but more of a workbook. So as you go and look through the book, you're going to find topics on how do we afford college? Is college for everyone? How to pick the best match school, and so much more. This book is an amazing resource. And if you are interested in purchasing it, you can go to Amazon.com. Again, it's how to send your student to college without losing your mind or your money. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did writing it. Thank you.
Well, there it is. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if we could find Shelly? I wonder if she's in the green room. I'll magically make her appear. 1 second here. Let's go find her. Where is she? Is she there? Hey, hi there. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much.
The show must go on. We did it. Well, that was fun watching your video about the book, but let's hear about your company and let's hear a little about you. You're out in California, right?
Absolutely. Yes. Born and raised 5 generations.
Right in LA?
Orange County, actually.
Okay, that's where Mickey Mouse lives, isn't it?
A little bit south of where Mickey lives is where I call home.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm up here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where we got some snow.
I bet. Yeah, our weather is pretty beautiful today. Sorry.
It's okay. So I read a little bit about how you came up with this, with your children going to college, and that was kind of funny. How come you're not crying like the other moms? It's because you had success, right?
Yeah, I never was sad that he was leaving for college. It didn't really hit me at all until I got home and I was like, okay, now I'm a bit sad, but I'm also very, very happy.
Yeah, I never went to college because we didn't have the funding to do it. And it kind of is sad hearing about some of these people that they went to college and then they're in debt for, I don't know, till they're 40. It's kind of crazy. So it sounds like some of the stuff that I was reading on your website, you kind of help so that doesn't happen so much where a person can be graduate college debt free.
Absolutely. And I started college ready because when my son got into 7 top tier schools, everybody wanted to know how I did it. I didn't do it. He did the hard work, to be clear. I just gave him the path to stand out. What it took not only to get in, but to graduate without debt. Because when he graduated, he had a career waiting for him with a $106,000 job, and he never had a job before that. So for people who say, is college worth it? I'm going to say 100% for the right student it is worth it. And it makes return on investment so important because without debt, if he had debt, he wouldn't have gone on to medical school or, or made some of those tough decisions after. So because he was debt free, he was able to go on to medical school. And now he's a surgeon without that debt around his neck.
Yeah, I'm in in the Rotary, the Fridley Rotary here where I live, and one of the programs is it's the Strive program where some of the struggling kids they don't know exactly what they want to do. We kind of help and guide them, and I think it's really helpful to have someone like yourself that can kind of say, "Here's the path. Here's a path that might not be as smooth, but it might be more beneficial." But at least you know which direction to take and what courses to take so that you're not like there's so many kids that go, I'm just going to college because I'm supposed to, but I don't know what I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to study synchronized swimming.
Yeah,
Doing.
absolutely. And unfortunately, that's a tragedy. Or I tell people you hire a CPA to save you tax dollars. You hire a realtor to help you buy a big investment. Well, college is the same cost as many of your homes, yet we leave it to a 17-year-old to make that decision. That is a bad, bad strategy. And so my mission is to help a million families understand they don't need to go into debt. It is not a debt sentence. It is possible. I have 4 children of my own. My first 2 have graduated debt free. And I have hundreds of students in our program. Last year in 2021, our students earned over $10.7 million in scholarships.
Wow.
That's earned money. That is not need based. They did the work and they received the benefit.
Well, if you make a plan, kind of if you approached it like a business and you put together a budget of what you're investing and what you hope to get out of it. So you got a goal and you're going to go for a profit, have a margin in there with the work that you're going to do. And when you get out, you're going to actually have a job, or maybe not a job. Maybe you're going to start your own business doing the same thing. And just instead of having a job for a company, you create your own company. But at least you know what you're doing when you get in there, rather
Right.
than again, I didn't do college. My wife did. Um, when I was in school, I knew I didn't like school. I've always been entrepreneurial, and I think that's a thing too. That if someone's thinking, okay, my kid's going to go to college because I want him to. What if your kid doesn't want to go to college?
So I speak to those families quite a bit. So I would absolutely love to share. I was the first to go to college, and both my parents are entrepreneurs. So I am that student. And I came home and I asked my parents, should I go to college a very long time ago? One of them said, yes, absolutely. I think it's a brilliant idea. It won't hurt you. And the other one says, no, go get a job and start making a living. So I was very conflicted. What I did learn is the brilliancy of having that time to test out what I wanted to do before it mattered in life. In other words, I got to do some business financing, finance classes, some marketing classes, some speech and debate classes. I got to figure out in my entrepreneurial way, how was I going to take this education and make it work for me? You can dream of being an entrepreneur, which I told my parents straight away I wanted to do. This is my seventh business. I get it. But my dad said, what about if you go to work for a Fortune 500 company, get all their training for free, make all the mistakes while they're paying you, and then go open up your business? It was total brilliance. I had the benefit of the degree and the experience and the mindset of an entrepreneur. And it really has to be all of that to be successful, as you know.
I just had a thought too that you got the parents and you got the children. There's a weird relationship there where you're not telling me what to do. I'm trying to be independent. Whereas you come in as the middle person, you're sort of mediator. Because when I was in high school, they give you that little thing of the classes you want to take. And I'm like, I don't know what I want to take. I like shop. I enjoy working with wood and with tools and stuff. And they give you an opportunity to learn German, Spanish. I, why? What am I going to have to? I had no idea. So I just took reading just to get through. But hindsight, if someone would have said, do you realize that there's going to be a huge Hispanic community? Spanish might be a good thing to learn a little bit about. So I knew how to read, and then I went to reading to learn how to read. That was kind of a mistake, I think.
Yeah. So, with proper guidance, it would have been less stressful. It would have been easier because all you had to do is follow a plan versus figuring it all out. And then the other tragic thing is students are picking colleges based on their football team or their basketball team.
Yeah.
And it's not a good fit. So then they get there and they still don't know what they want to do. And now they're spending money, and the return on investment is going sideways because they're still not, they don't have a clue. When our students, before they apply to college, they know what career they're shooting for. Now we have three options. It's not just one option, but we're focused. What are their gifts and their talents? What are their core values? What are they truly gifted at? And what is their purpose in life? If they're not doing that with us, where are they doing it?
Like it makes sense to me if someone is going for a college scholarship or basketball scholarship, then the classes they should probably take is something in business or investing or something that they're probably going to be able to use with that college career or that football career.
Yeah.
It-
It's helping these students map it out, and unfortunately, as a mother of four, I know that when I suggest something to my children, they hear want, want, want. And when a professional says it, it's brilliant. Like, wow, that's the sky has opened up. And so I know it's got to be frustrating for parents. They ask their student, what do you want to do? They say, I don't know. And the student is really saying, I don't know if I want to tell my parent because they may not like it.
yeah, like the old thing about I want you to be a doctor or a lawyer, and they're going, no, I want to be a welder.
Yeah. So we don't assume every student should go to college. We don't assume every student wants to go to college. But if not, what else? We don't want to leave them hanging. Maybe they want to be a game designer versus just sitting in front and playing games all day long. But they still need to understand what is the path to do that and how much will they make and can they ever move out of their family's home. Well, once the student understands that maybe I'll never be able to move out of my family's home, they're really open to a whole nother discussion of what else they can do.
Or just knowing what you're going to be doing so you know why you're doing it. Like, I know that in colleges, there's a lot of partying and stuff that goes along, but there's relationships being built. So if you're going to be sitting on the couch drinking beer with a friend eating Doritos, maybe you're talking about a company that you can create, or maybe you can partner up and go do something. You can create that relationship. And I think that's really important in a college, the people that you meet, maybe not as much as the education. Maybe it's the relationships you connect with.
And that's huge. I talk to parents not only about significant others, where will your child find their significant other? Think about that for a moment.
Oh, sure.
And then think about where will they make their business connections? The alumni. I will tell you, my son's our college roommates still get together every single year and they build each other up, they support each other. And the alumni group at Harvard is outstanding. They will never go without a job because that network that they meet while they're in school is incredible when they get out.
Here we got one of our viewers, Frank. He says hello, and he said he went to vocational school and college, so a very ambitious student.
Outstanding. And I feel like I did the same. I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but at 17, I didn't have the skills to be an entrepreneur or a successful one, I should say.
Yeah.
So that's why I went to school, just looking for what can I pull from the world to help me be successful when I do launch.
Well, this is an interesting topic because I never went to college, and again, I hear so many people because there's kids these days that are making a lot of money doing crazy stuff on that TikTok platform or YouTube. But where's the longevity for that? What if all of a sudden that stream is gone, and you ended up buying that big house and that nice car, and all of a sudden the the education's not there anymore? What if you can't?
Yeah. The
can't do
other
that?
the other thing these young kids are looking at is they want to be the next Facebook creator, and I love their spirit. But what happens when they do? What happens when it blows up? How will they know how to hire a team?
Right.
How will they know how to market? How will they know how to invest their money? So there's a lot more to being successful than just having a brilliant idea. The reason why most people who win the lottery fail is because they don't know what to do with all that money. They're not skilled in how do I handle all of that? And I think that's a tragedy. They don't
It
teach
is.
in high school anymore how to balance a checkbook, let alone how to, be a millionaire or a billionaire. So,
Or even to manage $100,000 a year. They don't don't even teach you that, really.
yeah, so we have to, if it's not the parent, who else? And that's how we help our families is we're teaching these students how to be the best version of them, short term and long term, and then mapping out a plan versus just setting them free because they're 18 and hoping that they swim in a very big pool.
Makes lots of sense, you know? I'm in the business of online marketing and affiliate marketing. I had this idea that colleges should create an affiliate program so students could refer other students to earn a commission off the tuition.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah, then they
I
wouldn't
could
get in
get
debt.
behind that. Absolutely. I love that. What a
We
great
might have started a joint venture here. Who knows?
idea. My
Well,
eighth business, why not? For sure.
we've gone for almost 20 minutes here. So I don't like to make these too long. I like them to keep them condensed so people can digest it all when it's out and about. So could you share some other last tips, and then how do they get a hold of you? And do you have any like freebie download or something so they could learn more about it at the college ready plan?
Absolutely. Number one thing, don't assume somebody else is going to do this for your student and plan early. The FAFSA looks at the second semester of the sophomore year and the first semester of the junior year. Get your financial house in order so your student can get the best scholarships. How you can find me is go to podcast.collegereadyplan.com and I will give you a free copy of my best-selling book if you say you heard it on this show.
Ta-da.
So thank you so much for having me, and I wish all of your clients a very debt-free degree.
Debt-free, that's a good thing. I'm going to let you get into the green room if you want. I've got some digital hors d'oeuvres back there. They're low-cal. Go ahead and help yourself, and then I'll have a little chat with you. I'll come back and visit. So thank you
Excellent.
very much,
Thank
Shelley.
you.
Well, that was fun. I love doing these things and finding these new ideas that people come up with because students do need that guidance. I wish I would have had it when I was a kid. I wish someone would have told me that I should be saving money for something, and if I would have known where I was going. But I was kind of like I've got what I call entrepreneurial ADD. I'm all over the place. Anyways, that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Peace, love, and happiness. This is Magic Brad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. See ya. Bye. Be nice.